Hi, welcome back. My name is Bryce Casamento, and welcome back to the YouTube channel. Today we're going to be taking a look at my top 5 tricks for iPhone filmmaking. There's going to be a bunch of tips that I find are nice and useful when trying to get good stuff to come out of an iPhone for filmmaking. Anyway, let's jump right into it. Alright, so tip number 1. When filming with your phone, try and get a case like this one. This one was around like $15, $14 on Amazon. The phone just clips into it like this, tighten it up, and you got a nice sturdy handheld little case for the iPhone, which will make the overall product turn out better. Or you could use an iOgrapher case similar to the one that the iPad is in right now, because that's what I'm filming on, because I normally film on this. That has built-in things so you can screw lenses onto it, which currently I'm actually using a wide-angle lens because the iPad's field of view is not very wide. So I'm using that, and you can put lenses on it. You can buy tons of different clip-on lenses for iPhones online, and yeah, next tip. Tip number 2. When filming with an iPhone, you're going to want to try and film in either sunlight or in the shade, or just like a general cloudy day. It's not very good to film in the shade and the sunlight at the same time because cameras do not have a high dynamic range, which means it can't get the dark shadows and the bright sunlight at the same time, which means it's better to go on an overcast day where there's not too much of each, or film in one and in the other and not try and do both at the same time. That's really just the lighting tip, but I felt like it needed to be included on there because it's a big one. Okay, tip number 3. If you have a tripod like this that kind of sits like this, or just a tripod in general, mine kind of is in 2 pieces. This is kind of like a selfie stick thing. It's actually meant for the Osmo and a GoPro, but I found that you can stick the iPhone on it really easily because it's nice and light. But like this obviously wouldn't hold a DSLR, but the iPhone's nice and small and light, so it fits on there. And the actual tip is if you spread it out like this. If you have just a plain monopod, this is fine, but it helps if it has like wider surface area at the bottom. And if you take the phone, you need a case for this that has a tripod screw hole at the bottom, and just screw it around, screw it on, and tighten it all up. So now your phone's like this. One, you can shoot on a tripod, which will definitely help it, because if you're shooting handheld, most of the time it's going to look shaky and won't look as good. The other tip is if you got a tripod or whatever, you can stand like this, and then if you film like this, it's much less shaky because it's not going to wobble like this, because it's not going to wobble as much like that because all the weight is down at the bottom and it doesn't want to move too much. And that's just a quick stabilization trick for using an iPhone. Okay, next one. Tip number 4 is use a microphone. Some microphones are hard to connect to certain iOS devices, but definitely use one if you can, because it improves the sound quality a lot, and as we all know, sound is half of video. So, yeah. I have a shotgun mic. I have 2 of them, actually. I think I'm actually going to get a Bluetooth microphone because the shotgun mic does not like plugging into the iPhone X with the adapter. The dongle is just finicky with the microphone, but it works on the iPad, it works in DSLR. Yeah, that's not what we're talking about, though. Yes, definitely use a microphone. You can get some really cheap ones online, like vlogging microphones. I found one that's $20 and like this big, but I think I'm actually going to get that and do a review about it. So, yeah. Okay, next clip. Okay. For our last but definitely not least tip, we have an actual app that you're going to want to definitely use. It's $15, but it's a big investment if you're going to be shooting on a film on an iPhone and do not want to use any bigger cameras, because this app is a lifesaver. So, you have this app. I'm screen recording on the phone right now so you can see. So you have the focus, you have this. It allows manual control over focus, exposure. You can connect to all different sorts of microphones. You can change the aspect ratio. You can change the white balance with the color and everything. And it's just really crazy. I'm going to show you a short clip of just me using it. Like, I can go all the way up to 4K, Filmmaking Extreme, change all the different aspect ratios. You can come down here, turn stabilization on and off, switch the cameras, because the iPhone has different cameras. We can turn the flashlight on and off. There's so many different things you can do with this app. It's just crazy. Press this, you have focus. This is exposure. And you can change it to do high ISO bias, low ISO bias, and all that. And then you have the audio levels in this corner over here. And overall, it's just crazy. You also have zoom for if you want to zoom. And yeah, it's just an overall crazy app that you can do tons of different things with. Okay, that's the end of the video. Thanks for watching. If you liked it, like it, subscribe, please. I think I'm gonna have another video on the top 5 iPhone filmmaking apps. So stay tuned for that, and I'll see you in the next video.